Hi, Immigration Nation. Today we're diving into a topic that has sparked a lot of questions. What's happened with immigration during the first 100 days of President Trump's new term? I'm Itzel Diaz, and I'll be here with you on the channel today. If you've been following us for a while, you're probably used to seeing Attorney Andres, who will still be joining us as always. But this time, it's my turn to share important information that affects many people in our community. There's been a lot of talk on social media and in the news. But in this video, I'm going to break down clearly and directly the 10 most important actions that are already making an impact on immigration policy. So if you or someone close to you is going through an immigration process, or you just want to better understand what's going on, stick around until the end. Number 1. National emergency and border militarization. In his first month, Trump declared a national emergency at the southern border. This allowed him to deploy the military and National Guard to reinforce the border wall and bring back the controversial Remain in Mexico policy, which forces asylum seekers to wait outside the U.S. Meanwhile, several drug cartels were designated as terrorist organizations, adding new layers of complexity to any border crossing. What does this mean for those trying to cross? Number 2. Expansion of the detention center at Guantanamo. In a move few expected, the administration ordered the expansion of the migrant detention facility at the Guantanamo Naval Base to house up to 30,000 high-priority cases. Over 1,000 troops are already working to build barracks and support facilities. But major questions remain. How will the rights of those detained be protected? Is there trained staff and proper infrastructure for such a large population? Despite legal challenges and criticism over cost and conditions, this move shows just how far the government is willing to go, detaining people far from the border under military oversight. Number 3. Raids in sanctuary cities and sensitive locations. The administration revoked a 2011 policy that restricted ICE arrests in schools, churches, and hospitals. Now these once protected zones are open to enforcement actions. Additionally, the government threatened to cut federal funding to jurisdictions that don't cooperate. Can you imagine raids happening at your school or church? In response, states like California have strengthened their sanctuary laws and filed lawsuits to push back. Number 4. Massive raids and increased detentions. During what was called Operation Tidal Wave, over 1,100 people were arrested in just 1 week, focusing on those with prior deportation orders or criminal records. But what raised alarm was that among the detained were asylum seekers with pending cases and even U.S. citizens arrested due to their appearance or accent. This highlights the need to know your rights during an ICE encounter and to document any irregularities. Did you know you can record your own arrest and demand to see a valid warrant? Number 5. Pressure on immigration judges and lawyers. While no formal sanctions were announced, the message was clear. Any judge ruling in favor of immigrants could face a disciplinary investigation. Judges and lawyers defending immigrant rights were openly criticized, creating a climate of fear and intimidation. Imagine your judge worrying they could lose their license for giving a fair ruling. Does that sound like judicial independence to you? Number 6. Cuts to legal aid for unaccompanied children. Funding was slashed for programs that provide legal help to children who arrive without a parent or guardian. The result, thousands of kids now face immigration court alone, without legal representation, and often lose their chance to make a case before a judge. Human rights organizations are sounding the alarm about the harm this does to the most vulnerable. How can we call it justice if children have to go to court without a lawyer? Number 7. End of TPS for Venezuelans. Temporary Protected Status, TPS for Venezuelans was terminated, impacting tens of thousands who fled the crisis in their country. People who once had work permits and protection are now living in fear of deportation. This decision leaves many in limbo. What happens to those who've built a life and family here under that temporary status? We'll have to wait and see if new opportunities arise. Number 8. Suspension of humanitarian parole and CBP-1. The CHNV parole program for Cubans, Haitians, Nicaraguans, and Venezuelans was shut down, and the CBP-1 app, which allowed asylum seekers to schedule appointments, was disabled. In its place, a new platform called CBP Home launched, which many migrants saw as an invitation to self-deport. Without this parole program or the app, many people have lost the chance to apply for protection through a safe and legal process. Number 9. Use of the Alien Enemies Act. In a historic twist, Trump invoked the 1798 Alien Enemies Act to try to deport members of the Venezuelan gang Tren de Aragua, which had been labeled a terrorist group. But a federal judge blocked those deportations, ruling that the administration had overstepped its authority and violated due process. This moment set a limit on executive power, reminding us that even in national security cases, constitutional protections still matter. Number 10. Deals to send migrants to foreign prisons. Finally, the US signed agreements with countries like Rwanda to accept deported migrants, even if they have no ties to those countries. Human rights groups have warned about the risks this poses to safety, health, and international law. Do you think it's fair to send someone to a country where they have no family or community support? In these first 100 days, Trump has taken sweeping actions that are reshaping the immigration landscape. Now you know what's happened, how it works, and why it matters to the immigrant community. Did any of these measures surprise you? Let us know in the comments and share this video with anyone who needs to understand these changes. Don't forget to subscribe and hit the bell so you can get more practical guides and crucial immigration updates every week. Thanks for watching. See you in the next video. And remember, we're in this together.
Hey, did you like the video? I invite you to watch another video where I share more tips on how to protect your reputation as an immigrant. Until next time.